Warriors, come out to play. Hello everyone, Bboy here with yet another Bboy Reviews. So, I recently had the pleasure of seeing the movie The Warriors for the first time. And going into it, I didn't know too much about it. You know, I knew the famous lines, you know, the war, you know, all that. I did the skit in the beginning. I also knew the "Can you dig it" line. I knew the big stuff like that, but I didn't know there were so many quotes in this movie that I've actually heard before, but didn't know were from this film originally. So, going into it, what did I think of The Warriors? Well, I knew that it had quite the impact on culture as a whole. I looked a little bit up on this film, and around the time of this film's release, even today, this film actually had an impact on New York and other cities alike, in the sense that it inspired a lot of gangs in cities, which I'm not sure is exactly a good thing, but it is kind of cool to see that a movie had such a large impact on culture to a scale this big, you know, so that's kind of cool. But anyways, my thoughts on the movie, what did I think about it, and how did it impact me? Okay, so this movie is from 1979, like I said before, so not everything is going to hold up. You know, production value, there's moments that are, you know, kind of cheesy, but in my opinion, that kind of adds to the charm. So, let's dive right in. The story revolves around this group, this gang. They're of adolescents. Their names are the Warriors, and it follows this kind of group of, you know, like Island of Misfit Toy type characters. And they are from Coney Island, and they travel to a central part of New York to meet up with this pretty much mosh pit, this giant group of gangs that have come together for this giant event. And the main ringleader of this all, his name is Cyrus, and he delivers the famous "Can you dig it" line, you know. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just gets blown away, just whoosh, gunned down in front of all these gangs. They're all like, "What?" You know. So a lot of chaos is happening. Gangs, people are running all over the place. The Warriors don't know what to do. They've been blamed for shooting Cyrus, even though they didn't. So there's a big pickle here. The cops show up, they're chasing people down, you know, all these gangs, they're tackling people, a lot of chaos is going on, so the Warriors barely make it out alive. So, yeah, there's quite the hairy situation going on here. Not only do they have the cops on them, but they also have all these rival gangs who want them dead. So, yeah, tensions are pretty high. Let's talk about the movie's characters. The movie's characters are very memorable. And I say memorable because in the majority's eyes, they're probably not likable. You know, some more so than others, you know. But you got to remember, their morals aren't as high as, you know, say the average citizen. Their motives aren't exactly the best, you know. There's always moments in this film where you're like, why are you doing that? Why, you know, you've got all these people after you, so why not just stay on the path you need to stay on? Why veer off this way? So that's frustrating in a sense, but it is fun to watch the situations that they get into. So yeah, like I said before, this movie was made in '79, so it has some cheese to it. You know, not everything has, you know, transferred to modern day as well as maybe they thought back then. But I did say that that adds to the charm, and I definitely stick by that, because this movie has an 80s, 70s charm to it that only movies of that era can pull off. I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. Films like Back to the Future, you know, this one, like The Godfather, Taxi, all these great films, you know, they have that very set style and charm to it that is hard to match. So I really appreciate that, and in that sense it was very fun to watch. So, Did I like this movie as a whole? Yes, I did. It was very, very, very enjoyable to watch. I love the adventure that these characters go on. It's really fun to see them travel through New York, whether it be by foot, by train, or just by like getting into situation after situation, leading them to the next event. And it was really fun. This movie's pacing is very, very fast. You never really bored while watching it. It always keeps you on your toes, waiting for the next thing to happen. So yes, I had a lot of fun with this movie. So yeah, one more thing I'd like to talk about is just the gangs in general. I actually found this movie's website. I know I did some research on this movie. All right. So basically, what there's a bunch of gangs. The movie's website actually has almost a Wikipedia type thing for these gangs, and it has a large summary for each one. And they have logos, official logos for each and every gang. Of course, you'll have the Warriors logo, but there's other gangs such as the Baseball Furies. What are some other ones? The Lizzies, I think there was. And there's several. There's more and more. And those were really fun to watch in this movie. Some of them are like, oh, that's stupid. Like, why did they all take the time to paint each other's faces like Kiss? But they are really fun and creative. And I like that a lot. It makes each and every gang that the Warriors come across memorable in their own way. So, yes, I enjoyed that. Yes, I appreciate the fact that they took the time to make logos for each and every gang in this movie. So, yeah, it's great. It was a great film, cult classic. It certainly earned its status. Certainly had an impact on people as a whole. And yeah, I liked it. I recommend The Warriors. I think you guys should check it out. Great film, very memorable, and yeah, that's all I have to say on that. So, thank you guys for watching, and take care.